I looked at scopes that I consider good first focal plane scopes. Good, like cool, you got it, awesome, you're good. You're awesome, you're good. And they range from $1,800 to $4,600. I don't think I would take any one of those and say it's necessarily better than the other. They're just different brands. They cost more. People use them. All rifle scopes have problems and break. So there's not a statistically higher likelihood that one of those is going to break or not. Little research. I'll make a specific video on rifle scopes, but it's sensitive subject for a lot of people because they're going to be in the camp of the scope that they've got versus other ones. Well, I've got most of them. I don't have any $4,600 scopes, and I would use it, but I'm not going to buy one. But they're probably just as good as the $3,500, $2,500, $2,000 scopes that I have on the list. And I'll spit out the brands. I'm talking about Burris, I'm talking about Leupold, Nightforce, Collis, Zeiss, and Zero Compromise. There's others, but I think in that range, if you're going to get one of those, they're probably just as good. You know, the reticle is going to make a big difference, but really what you're looking for in a scope is when you dial it, it's giving you a reliable subtension that it's dialing to, and that you know it and learn it. They all have some error that you have to learn, and that they don't break, but every scope breaks. I've seen problems with all of those scopes. And so there's always a little bit of a gamble when you're getting a scope that something might be wrong with it, something might break, but it has nothing to do with the price point. Those scopes that I mentioned, somebody said, you're going to use this. Awesome, I'll throw it on, I'll start shooting. Worrying too much about it is just going to delay training. My opinion on scopes is that a lot of it, after you know it's reliable and that when you dial it, it goes to the appropriate elevation, there's some error built into the allowances for those elevations. But once you figure that out, it comes down to the reticle that you're looking for. Some people's eyes work better or not as well with different reticles. I would say study the reticles of those companies and pick the one that has a reticle that you can work with. If you don't know what works best for you, that's a problem. And I would say simpler is better than more complicated. The super busy, crazy ass reticles, they might have tricks with them, but they block so much of your visibility, and there's really easy techniques now to work around some of that shit that's in there, that a lot of times, man, if I just had a simple duplex with some subtensions and some subtle dots, that would be even better. I look for simple reticles so that my eye can see what it needs to see out where I'm shooting.